Alright guys, it is Tuesday and today we have some sort of a mixed market. A few altcoins are actually going up while most of the market is going sideways. And it is very important guys that I take into consideration the price action of Bitcoin in this particular video, and I decode every single factor about the price action that we are currently seeing on Bitcoin. Also compare it with what actually happened in 2021 and give you my entire technical perspective on what you can actually expect going forward for this week as well as for the entire month of June. So if you're looking forward to take up some trades on altcoins or on Bitcoin, then guys, this video is going to be very important for you all. So do me a favor and drop that like button and also click the subscribe button. And now guys, let's get right into it. So guys, welcome back and thanks for joining in yet again. Right now you can see that we are basically creating some sort of a similar pattern that we created back in 2020 and 2021. We had a double top scenario, and after that we got a very prolonged bear market, dropping all the way from around $69,000 to around $15,000. Are we preparing for the exact double bottom pattern right around here as well? And we are going to be dropping down below somewhere around like $30,000-$40,000 for a potential bear market low, or is this just a small pullback and this is something to just trap the retail while we are actually looking for higher prices? Now everybody is talking about the M2 money supply, that the M2 money supply is going up, so Bitcoin is also going to be going up. But guys, I am not going to be talking about M2 money supply. I believe that everything that you need for the price of Bitcoin is basically on the chart itself. So I'll be doing the technical analysis and I will show you what is the difference between this movement towards the upside and this movement towards the upside which we have seen in the past few weeks. Alright, so guys, first off, if you have been following me for quite some time now, you know I'm a big fan of Elliott wave theory, and that is basically because of the fact that we can actually get to know what type of structure we are building at the highs or at the lows so that we can position ourselves accordingly. Alright, so according to Elliott wave theory, we are always looking for a 5-wave move up and then a potential 3-wave move down, which is your retrace, and then again continuation towards the upside in other 5-wave moves. All right, now in this region right around here, we can very clearly see that we had a very much 3-wave move towards the upside. Now a lot of people might just say that this was also an impulse, which was a 5-wave move, which is something like this: 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Alright, but this is not the case guys, because this move towards the downside in your wave 2 actually touched the 0.886, which always significantly reduces the probability for a wave 2. Alright, so in my opinion, what we actually had in this region was a 3-wave move in this way right here, and then another 3-wave move down, and then another 3-wave towards the upside, or you can count it like this: 1, 2, 3. Alright, now this entire move was pretty much a correction towards the upside, because this was your wave A, this was your wave B, and then this was your larger wave C. Now in this region, when we actually come back to the price action that we are seeing right now, then we can very clearly see that this does not really look like a 3-waver. There are ways by which you can actually count this as a 3-waver as well. We also have the 886 touch right here, which is also similar to what we had in 2021. But guys, this really looks much more of an impulse because of the retracement that we have seen so far. Alright, this really looks like some sort of an impulse, potentially a double 1, 2 and a 3 and double 4, 5 right around here. Alright, the way by which you can also count this as a 3-waver is going to be something like this. You have a W right here, a flat right here, and then another move towards the upside in a 3-waver. This becomes your 1, 2, 3. So a 3-wave move towards the upside. Alright, and now we are actually getting to see some sort of a correction towards the downside. It is going to be very important guys. Whatever is happening in this region is going to be actually telling us if this move towards the upside was actually corrective, or is this actually the beginning of a new leg towards the upside. Alright, so guys, this move towards the upside actually looks more of an impulse instead of being a corrective structure towards the upside, as I already mentioned. Now what is this impulse? Alright, so right here we have a triple 1, 2. Your yellow count is basically your highest degree wave count. Right here you can see these are your wave points. So this becomes your 1, 2, 3, 4 and a 5. Inside of your wave 3, which is of the highest degree, we have the white count, which is 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Inside of your wave 3 of the white count, we have another impulse which is marked in blue: 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So this structure towards the upside seems to be complete. Right now we are looking for a larger correction towards the downside, because this entire move towards the upside becomes your wave 1, and now we are looking for a wave 2. Right now in the wave 2, there are different possibilities guys for a larger correction. We can also have something like this, which we had in the beginning of this year right around here, which was basically a WXY pattern towards the downside. So we could have this larger corrective structure as well And this is usually the case when you actually look for a wave 2. All right. So before I talk about the scenario, I really want to talk about a very important factor, which is your wave 2 retrace. And according to the time-based fibs, we should be ending the low after 9th of June. Now this is comparing the length in time of your wave 1 right here from this low to this high that we have formed with this move towards the downside. So this move towards the downside or your potential wave 2 low should actually form after the 0.382 trend based fib time extension. All right. And this time level is sitting at around 9th of June. Now I have another vertical line right here at 7th of July, which is your 1:1. So that would be basically your exact time that we took for forming our wave 1 and compare it with wave 2, and these two lengths are going to be equal in time. All right. So this box right here is very, very important because I have also marked off the Fibonacci retracement targets for a wave 2 towards the downside. So your minimum retracement level is sitting at the 0.236, which is currently sitting at $101,564. Of course, guys, if you are going to be changing it to the linear scale, then you might be getting other price targets. Your minimum retrace level in that case becomes $102,978. All right. Now, guys, if I zoom in a little bit more, then you can basically see right around here, we already have a 3-wave structure towards the downside like this. So this could be your A, B, and C, which could be finished right around here. But after this 3-wave move towards the downside, what we are actually looking out for is another 3-wave move towards the upside, most likely without taking the high, even though it is possible that we even take the high and then come back down lower, because this could be very much a flat correction where your wave B actually extends above the high of your wave A. All right, so there is a possibility of a flat as well, but most likely we are not going to be getting a flat. Even if we do get, then I'll also give you the price targets for that as well. But for now, let's just say that you have a 3-wave move down. We are looking for a 3-wave move up in a wave B or a wave X, and then we are looking for a 5-wave move down towards the downside in a wave C, or a 3-wave move down in a wave Y, or a potential another flat in a wave Y, or a potential triangle in a wave Y. So there are a lot of probabilities right here for this correction to actually happen. And what I'm looking out for is that we are going to be forming the low. This cannot be the low, guys. This is one thing that I really want to make sure that you understand. The low that we have just now formed is not the low. No matter what the M2 money supply says, there are very high chances that this is not the low. All right. And that is according to the Elliott wave technical analysis, not me. All right. So that is why it is important, guys, that whenever we see this move towards the upside is going to be a very important short opportunity, because if you can actually short the absolute highs or around the highs of wave B or your wave X, then your entire move towards the downside in your wave C or your wave Y is going to be your run for the profits. All right. And that is the big move that we're looking out for, which should end after 7th of June to say the least. All right. Now, guys, as I mentioned, we are looking for A, B, and C. So is this structure towards the downside complete? Are we going to be taking out this low before we see this 3-wave move towards the upside, or are we already in a 3-wave structure towards the upside? This is what we can decode if we jump deeper into this chart right around here. So let's just do that very quickly. So guys, looking at the chart on the hourly time frame, you can see we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 in your wave A. Then we have a 3-wave move towards the upside in your wave B. And guys, we actually got a very good signal right around here to short itself. Let me just tell you why. So right here, guys, you can see that after a 5-wave move towards the downside, if you are looking for a 3-wave move up and your third wave right around here has the highest volume, and then you take out this low right here, you know, whenever you touch the 0.618 Fibonacci level from this low to this high, that is your signal that this cannot be your wave 3 and this is most likely your wave C. So let me just tell you when we actually got that signal as well. So if I drop a Fibonacci from the high of wave C to the low right around here, then you can see this is where we touched your 0.618. Price eventually went up higher, but this was a very good shorting opportunity because of the fact that wave 3 was invalidated. So this could not be a 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, right? And that is why there was an opportunity to basically short right around here. Right now, I don't think that it is wise to be shorting at the lows, but I'll tell you why as well. So guys, after a finished wave B, we have another impulse towards the downside in your wave C. In this case, we have a 1, we have a 2, which is a very nice 3-wave move towards the upside, A, B, C. And then this move towards the downside is your wave 3. Now there are possibilities, guys, that this could end right around here. Wave 3 could have ended right here or right here. And then this was your 4, 5. Or this entire structure towards the upside is your wave 4, and now we're looking for lower prices to find wave 5, and that would be the end of wave C. And after that, guys, we are going to be looking out for a 3-wave move towards the upside to basically short again and look forward to taking out the low, whatever low we form right around here in your wave 5. All right, but there is another problem in this particular scenario as well. The price action right here has been very choppy, guys, and that is something to be very, very mindful of. So let me just tell you what it is all about. First off, if you drop a Fibonacci from the low of wave 3 to the high of wave 2 right around here, then you get your invalidation for a wave 4 sitting at the 0.618 Fibonacci retracement level, which is currently sitting at 106683. All right, so the moment we touch this level, it is going to be the exact same thing that I talked about right around here. This cannot be a 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right, that would mean when you touch the 0.618, probabilities increase that this is a finished structure in a 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And now we're looking for some sort of an impulse towards the upside. Possibly this could be a diagonal as well. So let's just discuss that very quickly. So in the bullish case scenario for the shorter term, we basically have a 1, a 2, 3, 4, and 5. This was your finished diagonal, expanding diagonal towards the upside, or you can say a leading expanding diagonal towards the upside. And this was a 3-wave move, a flat towards the downside in a wave 2 or a potential wave B. And this becomes your wave A, B, and now we're looking for the wave C, or this becomes your wave 1. And in that case, this becomes your wave 3. All right. As I already mentioned, we are looking for corrective structure towards the upside and not some sort of an impulse. All right. So that would mean that probabilities are very, very high, guys, that this is your wave A, this is your wave B, and now we are looking for a wave C. Now, there is one more very important factor in this region, and that is going to be the volume. Right, so let me just very quickly show you the volume as well. So right here you can see volume has been increasing, which is exactly what we would want to see in a wave C. So let me just mark off very quickly what I'm talking about. This is your wave A, this is your wave B, and now we're looking for a wave C. Now, to find wave C price targets, all you need to do is plot a trend-based Fibonacci extension from the low of wave A to the high of wave A and to the low of wave B, and your most common price target is basically your 1:1, which has been already touched, but this move towards the upside was very, very small compared to wave A in time. All right, and that basically means that this cannot be the end of wave C. So instead of that, what we are actually looking out for is something like this. We have a 1, we have a 2, and this is your wave 3 inside of wave C, then we have a 4, then we have a 5, and that ends your wave C. All right, and then we are looking out for taking out this low right around here and potentially end the correction as well, which should happen after 9th of June. I hope I'm very, very clear with what I'm trying to show you in this particular video. If you have any questions regarding any of the analysis that I've done, make sure that you join the free chat group and give me your questions, send me your questions, or basically just comment down below, and I will be very, very happy, guys, to help you all out. If you're enjoying the content and the analysis as well, then make sure that you drop a like and also hit the subscribe button. And now, guys, let's talk about some of the key levels of resistance that we could actually see in our potential wave C right around here. All right, so your first zone of interest is between the 106,491 and 107,154. Above that, we also have the 1.618 extension sitting at $108,000. Also, guys, as I already mentioned, this 3-wave move down is your ABC. So let's just count this for the time being as a W, and this move towards the upside as X, and then we are looking for a Y. All right, inside of X, we have this A, B, and C. All right, now, if wave X actually retraces to the 0.7 Fibonacci level, then your wave Y cannot be a sharp correction. And that is very, very important, guys. If you are still here in this video, you are going to be getting some serious alpha right now. All right. So let's just drop that Fibonacci from the low of wave W to the high of wave W, which is going to be right around here. And let's just toggle on very quickly the 0.7 Fibonacci level, which is going to be sitting at $109,269. So the moment price touches this level right here for your wave X or crosses this level, probabilities will be very, very high that your wave Y cannot be a simple zigzag towards the downside, or you can say a deeper correction, because the moment you touch the 0.7 Fibonacci level for wave X, there are only two possible scenarios for wave Y. Either you get a flat like this, or you get some sort of a triangle like this, and then we go higher. All right, so these are the two possibilities that are going to be there if you actually see price going all the way to $109,267. All right, so interestingly, we have to basically monitor price action in this region. And guys, also, as I mentioned, this could be a larger flat correction as well, right? This could be a W, X, and a Y as well, which is rare, but still it is possible, right? So if that is the case, guys, then what are your crucial levels of interest for a potential flat. So for that, guys, what I'm going to do is I'm going to be dropping down the 1.05 and the 1.38 Fibonacci extensions. These are very, very crucial because price cannot go beyond this level right here, 115,546. And your most common price target for a flat correction towards the upside, which is going to be this move towards the upside before doing this, then your most common price target is sitting at $112,400. All right, these are some very crucial zones of interest right now on the chart. So to give you a quick gist of what I am looking out for is that we are basically going to be monitoring price action in this region. I'm not interested in a short right now, but we are going to be very much interested in price action for the next few days, because if price touches 109,267, then there is a very high possibility that we are not going to be in a very deeper correction towards the downside, right? And that would mean that potentially we can do something like this. So if price goes above $109,200, we might just come back down and maybe we bounce off from these levels of support and interest right around here. These levels are sitting between $101,000 to $102,000. So that would not be a very major correction, right? So this is basically what we're looking out for. For the immediate short term, I'm looking for a little higher prices. And after that, guys, I am looking out for lower prices on Bitcoin. But there are very low chances, guys, that this right now is the end of the bull market for Bitcoin, or we are going to be going way deeper into $95,000, $98,000. I think we still have much more fuel left to actually go much higher instead of just starting to roll back down towards the downside and going down to $95,000, because a lot of YouTubers have been calling out for $95,000 and a potential retest of $95,000. Guys, everybody is waiting to buy at $95,000, $96,000. The market maker knows it, and he is not going to be getting all the way down to your entry zones. If you are interested to buy at a specific level, he is going to come very close to the price point and then reverse back up. What happens in that case, guys, is the fact that when the price comes very close to your entry zone but then reverses back up without filling your particular order, then you are forced to actually buy back higher or miss out the entire run. All right, and that is exactly what the market makers try to do. Now, guys, of course, if you're looking out for daily updates about Bitcoin on the smaller time frame as well as on the larger time frames, then make sure that you join premium channel. The link is going to be given in the description section below. This is where you will be also getting some really good calls as well. I am very bullish on a particular altcoin, which you can see right around here. This is WLD, or you can say WorldCoin. This chart looks really good to me. This is a very nice 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 wave move towards the upside. Then we had a very nice flat correction, and this is your wave 2 retrace. So potentially we are looking for a big move towards the upside in wave 3. So guys, that is also the reason why I am also long on WorldCoin from a lower price point, and I'm looking forward for higher prices on this particular altcoin. If you want to know exactly where I entered or exactly you can enter, as well as where you can take profits, where should you be putting your stop losses, then the premium channel is the place to be. Link is given in the description section below. And guys, because of the fact that you have watched this video till the very end, I have an interesting play for you all, and that is Prompt Bidder. This one is on Solana. This is the alpha play for today, currently sitting at $3.7 million market cap. What it does is that you can see right around here, people search on ChatGPT with high intent queries, right? So let's just say you're searching on ChatGPT, what is the best pair of running shoes for a young man living in San Francisco where it's super hilly? Then they are clicking on ChatGPT's recommended citations to learn more. You can see right around here, ChatGPT also gives you sources from where it actually gathers this information. But they are not seeing your ads on these high authority websites. Traditional networks don't recognize the high intent traffic, so your perfect buyers see low quality backfill. And this is where Prompt actually comes in. So Prompt has partnered with over 10,000 publishers to find you ad space on websites considered highly authoritative by ChatGPT itself. Your products get shown to millions of high intent consumers who are already in the middle of the buying process. Guys, if you have been in some sort of an online business for quite some time now, you must have heard this term called retargeting. And that was indeed some sort of a revolution in the advertising space. And I think, guys, this could be the next revolution, because if you can actually target the exact audience which is looking out for the exact problem that your company is solving, then definitely, guys, it is going to be revolutionary in my personal opinion. So I am really bullish on Prompt Bidder. Right here, you can see this is sitting at $3.8 million market cap. We have already seen a nice breakout from this resistance from where we got rejected multiple times. And if I also show you the volume, then volume actually increased quite a lot on this breakout. So this is indeed a breakout trade as well. and we have resistance at around $4.10 million. Once we break it, we are going to be seeing higher prices on this one for sure. Of course, we also have some resistance at 6.59 million. Below that, if you're looking for support levels, then your most crucial zone of support sits around $2.33 million, which would be a very nice back test or a retest of this breakout towards the upside. Definitely guys, consider your own research on this project as well if you're willing to get into it. It's not a paid promotion or something like that. It is just through my own research, and I'm also personally invested in this particular project from the current price point itself. All right, so if you're interested, you can check this one out. Definitely not financial advice. And if you enjoyed watching this video guys, then make sure that you drop a like and also check out my private communities. The link is going to be given in the description section below. It's going to be really beneficial for everybody who is trying to make a killing in this bull market, be it catching the next big altcoin, be it catching the next big leverage trade, or be it finding the best on-chain plays. You get a complete package from our 3 channels: Premium, Diligence, as well as the 100x program. Link is given in the description section below. And make sure guys that you drop a like, and if you're new to the channel guys, then make sure that you smash that subscribe button and also ring the bell notification icon so that you can be notified whenever I put up another update. That's all guys, I'll see you in the next one. Till then, keep hustling.